1007, 1008, 1009, 1010. Welcome back to another episode of Between Two Fenders, Top Hat Plus. My co-host, Dan Stanley. As always, the strong silent type. He's more here for moral support than anything else. If you have any questions for him, please leave them in the comments below, and I will make sure he gets them. And we'll come up with something to respond with. So, today I want to talk to you guys a little bit about the car industry and a challenge I have for you. So, it has come to my attention through many Facebook arguments with many people across many different genres of group, mostly buy and sell groups or local community groups, that people suck at driving. It turns out we don't stop at stop signs, we don't pass safely. Girl I've been seeing is headed towards me doing 100 in an 80 zone, and she gets past, and the guy cuts so close to the car coming the other way, the car coming the other way, swerved into the ditch, and I'm sitting there talking to her on the phone, trying to get food ready, and I'm like, are you kidding? It was a red two-door Hyundai coupe. So, one of those tiny Hyundai sports car thingies. We're going to call them coupe car thingies because I don't really consider them sports cars. Personal preference, I guess. You're entitled to hate me for it. That's my opinion. So, let's start a challenge. I've been doing this personally for probably a year, and I've been trying to remove stress from my life. It has come to my attention that as a society we live with a lot of stress. I live with a lot of stress. I'm not happy about it. I'm working on improving every little aspect of this stress situation I'm in, but it takes time, it takes energy, and it takes a lot of planning, and plans don't seem to happen. So it takes planning after plan after plan. Here nor there. So let's invoke the driving challenge. I challenge everybody. And there will be a follow-up video, and I'll get to that in a moment. I'm challenging everybody to drive courteously. Drive within a reasonable speed. Do 5 over, 10 over, whatever you're comfortable with, but keep it there. Don't push for 20, don't push for 25, don't push for 30. Don't make very aggressive illegal pass. Don't floor it everywhere you go. Don't roll through stop signs. Come to a stop. Why are you so important that you do not need to stop at a stop sign? And I've asked myself this. I've been repeatedly asking myself, how would I explain this to a cop? So if I'm driving down the road, 80 kilometers an hour, what's that, 12 miles an hour? Something like that? I don't know. So I'm doing 80 kilometers an hour in an 80 zone, and I pass a cop. What's the cop going to do? Nothing. I'm doing 90 kilometers an hour. I pass a cop. What's the cop going to do? Nothing. I'm doing 100 kilometers an hour. Cop's probably going to pull me over. Cop pulls me over. What are you doing? I don't actually have a reason why I'm doing that. I'm not bleeding. I'm not responding to an emergency text because somebody's injured. There is no reason for me to be driving that erratically. And I've always been about pace. Driving really fast here, really fast there, doesn't help you get from point A to point B quicker. Keeping pace, being smooth, taking the corners nice and smooth, just having a smooth, event-free drive is always the goal. So I've been trying to just calm myself down behind the wheel. I own a very fast car that does pretty crazy things, but it's also really nice to drive like a sane human. It's really nice to stop at stop signs. Someone rolls up, wave them through, rather than be like, holy Christ, I think I beat them by 1/1000th of a second. Beat them through that? I'm not trying to win anything. I'm not competing with anybody. I want to get home. I want to get to work. I want to get to an event. I want to get to a friend's house. It doesn't matter where I'm going or what I'm doing. I'm trying to do it with some sort of integrity. I want everything I do to be representative of my character, and I want my driving to be responsible and thoughtful. If I pass you, you're probably doing 70 in an 80 zone, and I am going to pass you. I do not think you're driving safely, attentively, or alert enough to responsibly be in front of me, so I'd rather leave you in the rear view. So I pass you. I try to pass at reasonable speeds. And like, again, when you make a pass doing 160 kilometers an hour in an 80 zone, it takes my car this long to get there. You throttle it, it makes noise, it downshifts, and then boom, you're doing 160, and as you watch it go by. Super cool, super fun, super dangerous. Why am I doing it? What am I achieving? How much faster did I get home? Did I almost hit somebody coming head on? Like, what did I do and why did I do it? So I'm holding myself accountable and I'm trying to bring myself back down to earth here a little bit. I'm just Bob, doing Bob things, and I want to keep doing Bob things for as long as I possibly can without hurting anybody or breaking any major laws. Racing up here in Canada is non-existent. You do 40 kilometers an hour over, which is like 6 miles an hour over the speed limit. It is automatic street racing, 30-day license suspension, car impounded, you pay for the towing, the impound, you pay for everything. Not to mention, you go to court, like, it's a huge process. So, rather than tie up my time, the finances I'm trying to fix, rather than do all of these things and cause myself more headaches, I'm trying to just take a breath. I'm deleting conversations that are now old. Like, I'm trying to remove a lot of this stress I have. When I'm driving down the road and cruise control set, I see a cop, give him the peace sign. Like, he's doing his job. I appreciate he's out here. I'm trying to be a responsible participant in these activities we're doing. Let's do it together. So, video time. I want to do an update video. Let's say around Christmas time. Leave your comments below. And I will include the, say, top 5 or top 10 benefits that you notice to driving more relaxed. Let me know. If you can do this, stop at a few more stop signs, maybe drive a little bit slower, and just be more relaxed behind the wheel. You don't see a cop, you're like, was I breaking the law? Was I speeding? Was I... Like, don't worry, you're good. You're just relaxed. And I want to hear how this positively impacts your life. So share the video. Let's see how many people we can get involved in this. Let's see what we can get going. And I want to do this. I want to start the driving challenge. It's become obvious that the internet's really good at challenges, either for raising money, like the Ice Bucket Challenge for ALS. Herd Note the Week, let's eat Tide Pods. Like, there's lots of challenges. Let's do something as a group of responsible adults who are automotive enthusiasts that want to see our culture of automotive enthusiasm continue. We are not hooligans. We are not criminals. We are not trying to offend anybody. We have a passion. It involves motorsport. We drive our vehicles, and we're kind of getting a bad rap. Leaving parking lots, doing burnouts, crashing into poles, crashing into other cars. I'm not pointing fingers at the Mustang crowd, but it's just getting a little out of hand. So let's change the narrative. Let's tell the story that we want to tell. So when people see nice cars or cool cars or people that have done a lot of work to their car, they're excited to see it. They're excited to talk to them about it and not go, oh, he's probably going to hit somebody on the way out. He's probably doing 294,000 kilometers an hour in a 60 zone. Like, let's show them. Let's be the example. Let's see the change we want to see. I do not think that the driving and licensing process is as stringent as it should be. I don't think it's quite logical that cars have gotten easier to drive and accidents aren't decreasing, right? People are finding new, more creative ways to end up on unfinished bridges and flying off into who knows what. Like, let's show what good driving is. Fair? Leave your comments, share the video, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's get this going. Driving challenge, let's go.